is there. Then take one after the other, then write it. Right? So don't start simply since the answer has been asked, so directly you're writing and showing that. So don't make it. So see that what is if they ask a theory questions. So if they have been asked some definition of the properties or functionalities or something like that, what is that exactly? It is what it is. Then what are the things which comes under that? Then how it is going to be? Take one after the other and then try to write. Okay, please. When you're taking since 15 minutes are there, so you can select around 6 units. First 6 units you can select for theory, and in between you can leave, and last you can take another 3 units you can take. Last 3 units you can go for the theory questions, and from the first you can take 6 or 7 units max to max. Totally 10 minutes if you are preparing, that is more than enough. Okay, first 7 units and last 3 units. So totally 10 minutes if you are going for the theoretical answers to answer, then it is okay. Okay. Any questions from this? No questions? Yeah, Mavish. You can take first 7 units. You can take first 7 units for theory, and last 3 units you can select for the for theory questions. So totally 10 units if you are well and versed. 10 units if you are well and versed, you can write all the 6 questions. Okay. No, I want only the choice. I want only the choice. Yes, 1 to 7 the subject. Yes, that's what it means. I'm doing. So if you are well and versed in these 10 units, definitely you can get a very good score. No, I want to go for only very few out of this. I can select only 4 or 5 or something like that. It is up to you, so that you can get the exam, and they will still timetable. They will send it. Concerned person, program manager will be updating the LMS. You can totally. Let them go. Okay, mostly we are expecting. Okay, not sure. No, still they are under process. Okay, they will let you know how it is when it is. How many programs? See, it is not like that we are giving direct programs and direct question papers like this. Okay. So where you find we prepared so many question papers, out of that 1 or 2 they'll be selecting, then again they'll be revising and they'll be giving the questions like that it is. I can't say in this only this question paper you will be getting from this so many programs, so many theoretical it is there, so we can't. Okay. No, you Achit Kumar, you can't download the exam. Yeah. So where to download the exam sheet for writing? It is in LMS, I think so. It is in LMS. You can find out if some important announcement, something you will be finding there. You can download the copy and make it ready. So many sheets, how many sheets you may require. Abhi upload nahi hua. They will make it. Yes, they will upload. They will upload. It is still time is there, no? So they will upload. Yeah. And don't go in between for getting photocopies of sheets, all those things and all. So make sure that a sufficient number of papers you should have. Okay. So any other questions? Please give some programming questions to prepare. See, already whatever the questions what we have been gone through, and whatever lab programs that you are having, and most of those things are, I think, it is more than enough. Okay, Sindhu. So it is not that questions will be given from that only. It is not a lab exam. If it is lab exam, 20 questions will be given out of that only you will be getting. Okay, so already we have been filtered the number of units. The number of units we have been filtered almost, right? Then again, in that again, if you're asking programming questions, then there is no use of conducting exam itself that it looks. Okay. Yeah, you can't use normal paper. You can't use normal paper. What are the papers which is been template will be uploaded in the LMS. Download that and you can take sufficient number of papers and then you can write. So where you'll be having in that some student ID, all those things you'll be having in that printed. So where you need to fill those things and all. So better take the this one. Okay. It is mixed up. See, how many programming questions will be there for descriptive? Maybe four, maybe three. So that is why it depends on the question paper. That is what we don't know which question paper you will be getting. Right? So we will not be knowing which question paper you will be getting. Ajit, just now I said no. How many units will be covered in the exam? So for the theoretical exam, color print sheet or black and white is more than enough. Which is not required color by waste. So if you are finding a free, then you can go for. So black and white is more than sufficient. But there will be any practical? No, right now. Okay, no practical. Anusha, just write a mail to the concerned person, the program manager. They will reply to you, no problem. It is there, Aditya. Timetable is in LMS, Aditya.
Yes.
I don't have it.
Yes, sir, it is already.
Okay. Data structure programs are uploaded. Vrinda, where it is uploaded? It is uploaded in the LMS. What we have been gone through. Yeah, it is in the important announcement. LMS we have been gone through the programs. What it is there. And what are the programs what we have been covered in the sessions, as well as what are the programs what we have been covered in the sessions, recording sessions, and in SLM. So from that only where you'll be getting. Yeah, Ajit Kumar, what you have been asked is calling on Ajit. How many units will be covered in the exam? Yeah, Ajit. Already I said Ajit. So first 7 units you can go, and the last 3 units if you are preparing, which is more than enough. Yeah, of course it will be. Don't think that it will be very difficult. So you people can write it because many of them have been attended these sessions. Definitely, I can assure that you people can write. So we'll start MCQ revision. Yeah, Sindhu, we'll say. Yeah, Komal Patil, can you write a program on the sheet? Yes, you need to write in the program. See, even though if it is an programs, some programs if they ask, you don't want to execute and show here nothing. Komal. So just write in the sheet, explain that what is the expected output that you will be getting. Everything you need to write in the sheet. Take the snap and you need to upload. This is what. The sufficient time will be provided. So you need to upload within that time. That's it. Take the snap from mobile, send it to the WhatsApp, and then upload it. It becomes easy. Right? So any other questions theory related? Hope it is clear. You can find TP in LMS. Yes. Where we can find some important announcement, something it is there. Someone, Anisha, someone have been message. Just have a look. Just scroll it and see that where it has been uploaded.
So we're talking about only programs.
Program.
We have not practiced much, but whatever you have taught us during that class, that we picked up little bit. But what we understand that regarding various data structure you taught us.
Yes.
So we're not expecting a question, descriptive question on various structure. data structures like stack cube, links, and so many things are there you have learned.
Yes.
So is there be any question, theoretical question on that? No, only programs would be there.
Of course, sir, you will be having theoretical as well as programming. So if programs, see, theoretical, if they ask, definitely I know that you can write very easily. So nothing, just
Right.
concept where you'll be writing and you'll be explaining. So which means when you're taking each and every unit wise, when you're taking each and every unit wise, so
Yes.
if you're taking stack, so stack one or two theoretical questions you'll be getting.
Yeah.
If you're taking queue, so I explain the queue, how it is being implemented. So can we go for the 5 marks only for that small concept? No, we can't give. So based on that, so where in the question itself, a part where maybe a program, a part maybe other theory. So both you'll be having in the question itself. Okay. For example, if you're taking a sorting technique. So what do you mean by sorting? What are the different types of sorting techniques? We can't give explain all. Correct, sir? So where in that one of the sorting techniques we'll be selecting. What is sorting techniques? So mention all the different types of sorting techniques and explain so and so. Any one.
Yeah.
Which means it is going to be covering theoretical as well as programming.
Yeah, I understand. Because
if they ask programming, explain any one of the sorting technique, which means you are not supposed to write a program there. Correct? No, you will be writing. Take the one of the example how it is going to be getting sorted. That you will be writing.
Yes, yes. So because the weight of each question is 5 marks. Naturally, details writing will not be there. I understand. If you break up that question into A, B, C, then I understand small things would be there. Maybe C would be little bit a part of the program or something. That I understand. In that way,
that becomes just a direct question level, sir. If what you're asking A, B, C, something if you're mentioning,
then maybe you can break up a question.
Correct, understood. So it becomes a direct question there. So it should not be direct question for NCI level. So if it is something degree level, what you're telling, it is 100% right. So this is what the part A, this one, if you're writing only this much for this, that is more than enough. So we can't specifically give like that. Some format is being given. So according to that, we need to prepare because it is an MCA level. So on.
Okay, but the weight of each and every question is 5 marks, no?
Correct.
So that's what I'm telling. So if a student need to write a program, so it has to be small program because some theoretical, some definition kind of things will also be there within 5 marks, probably.
Of course, that's right. If it is a very big program, we'll be asking, what is that? Write a program.
Okay.
Since it is a small program, so as I said, it's the sorting technique. So what is sorting? Only one definition. Explain within one of the example of so and so sorting technique. Enough. So it is not very lengthy also there. Yeah. If we are giving a program there, demonstrate write a program of that. Only one program. Demonstrate what it is, how it works. It is not in detail, step by step. Variable by variable, or object by object, how it is going to be working. We are not expecting something like that. Okay.
We have to implement the concept in programming, and we have to write the programming as well as description for 5 marks. Yes. Right, sir?
Yeah, correct. That is what. See, make sure if they ask technique with an example, you take a series of elements, how it is going to be working. That explanation step by step when you are writing, that is more than enough. Right? When they ask demonstrate and explain, write a program. Demonstrate and write a program. Then write a program, and that small explanation is enough. Technique is different. Program is implementing a program is different. Okay. Chit Kumar, how much sheets fill for one question? It depends on the answer. It is not just names. If you are filling if you are filling 5, 6 questions sheets, then you'll be getting more marks. Don't expect like that. Okay. So the content, what exactly it requires, whether those content is there in the answer, that is more than enough. Nisha, these type of questions, write a mail to program manager. So I'll not be giving an idea of this. I'll not be looking into this. So write a mail to program manager. They'll be definitely responding you. If you have been completed, I think for one you have been completed, right? So that is, I think, more than enough. But write a mail to the program manager. They'll be responding to you. Vimash, which lessons from MCQ? It covers. So those things, see, already 20 marks have been told. What are the questions from where you will be getting? Vimash. So MCQs better. That is what, based on the what we have been explained, and that is concept which comes from the PPT and SLM. In the SLM, whatever it is there, from that only way you will be getting the MCQ questions. 99% you will be getting from that only. For SLM, recordings, PPT. If you go through these three, MCQ questions will cover. And since we can't say that from this unit, from that unit, MCQs, right? It is a system generated. Okay, we will not be knowing which questions we will be getting also. So collectively we will be getting all 15 units collectively. From that, it is going to be displaying to the students different the questions. So you may be getting first question, another may be getting second question. So we don't know that. It is not about for you, Avinash, for you first question means for other also it will be the first question will be the same. Don't expect like that. Okay. So for you it will be different, for others it will be different. So we can't say that prepare from only 5 units, prepare for only for 10 units in these MCQ questions. We can't say. We can pick one from every unit, two from every unit, or randomly, something like that. We don't know. The system will be taking care of all those things. Yes, they are said. Avinash?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. They are told from which units they are being MCQs will be coming. All those things.
Yes, sir.
No, sir, not actually.
Yes, yes. That is what it's because when we sell when we say, then again if anything goes wrong, because if it is selecting between any other one of the unit, then you may feel that, oh, this is what he said and this is what we are getting, something like that. Better if it is in the worst condition, I'm saying better prepare. It will be very easy only the questions what I feel. Uh, yeah. So most of the questions it will be where you people can. I can say that you people can write very well. Okay. Yeah. Let us move to the MCQ part. Any other queries, questions? Anything it is there? Nothing, right?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
it is learned that weight of MCQ for this final exam would be 1 in compared to other continuous assessment MCQ, the weight was half marks or something like that. So there is a variation of marks, half and 1. I believe the same question will not be changed. The difficult question would be there, or same question only weight would be there. More would be more for this exam. What is it basically? Any guidance for that? No.
No. Everything it will be in some manual where they'll be giving, sir. Through that, we'll be knowing how the weightages is being given for the questions.
Yeah. Now it is learned that 1 mark would be there for every question.
Yes,
50 MCQ, 50 marks.
Correct.
But in case of CFE, we sat for the exam. Okay. It was 60 question. That is that half mark for this question.
Because totally if it is 100 marks, so 50 for MCQ main exam and 20 theory, so totally 70, and 30 for just like an internals We can assume that internals 30, 60 questions. So half mark means 30 questions. So 60,
Yeah.
30. So totally 100 marks.
That is understood. But my question is that as because the weight of the question is increased for MCQ here, whether the question pattern would be, there would be any difference in questions or similar?
Similar, mostly.
Okay.
Mostly it will be similar. Because see, when you are taking that internal 30, 60 questions, it will be the number of units will be very less. Very less. So the number of units. When you go for this main exam, so number of units are more. But question wise, almost it will be same. Yes. Attendance question. Attendance will be counted for eligibility. Okay. So don't worry about attendance, all those things and all. If you're writing well, that is more than enough. Okay. Question. So, for example, if they ask the question, I have attended most of the classes, but okay, if you have been attended well, you want to think, don't think so much, okay? Write well, prepare well, and write. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The MCQ question, for example, if they ask, so which of the following is a non-primitive data type? Very simple. Which of the following is a non-primitive data type? So they may be giving the options because we are having many non-primitive data types, right? So from that, so you can't say directly, right? So here, based on the options, you need to decide which option is a non-primitive data type, right? For example, where you are having percentage, percent, boolean, array, and integer. Percent, boolean, array, and integer. Yeah, don't put direct. Yeah, don't put direct message. Put in the to everyone. So let them see and let them answer. Okay. Yes. Only very few are answering. Don't put direct questions. Okay. Direct to me message. Yes. Yes. Correct. Correct. So it is an array. It's an array. Array is the right answer for it. Okay. One of the students have been asked whether should write in laptop only can appear in the phone also. The exam what you're writing will be supporting 100% with laptop. So we don't say that we don't phones are not preferred. Okay. So there is no option what we have been given. Phone if I don't have laptop, so can I attend through the phone? Laptops are suggested. Don't go for phone. If anything later when you're writing exam, if there's something happen, definitely it becomes at that moment it becomes difficult. Okay, so better anyhow time is available, so you can find out the what laptop and you can. Yeah. Then the other question: which of the following is not a property of an algorithm? Which of the following is not a property of algorithm? Yeah, Vikas Kumar Chaudhary, you can speak. The options: finiteness, definiteness, ambiguity, effectiveness.
Ambiguity.
ambiguity, which is not a property of algorithm. Vikas, you can unmute and you can speak. Vikas Kumar Chaudhary, you have been raised your hand. Someone with the iPhone, please rename it. So we are providing a books. No, we are not providing any books. Only the SLM you can find. Okay. Chip Kumar, I have a Linux server with the Linux OS. Multiple computers that are connected to one server. So can I get an example? This question will answer later. Okay, but you can. Okay. As long as it has webcam, can it? Yes, Pawan. Yes. So the server will be having webcam? No. Yes. So ambiguity is a right answer. Okay. The other question. Sometimes they may be giving the expression as you have seen, postfix, infix, prefix expressions, right? So they may be giving one of the expression. For example, if they give in the postfix expression, convert into infix expression, or they may be giving infix expression, convert to prefix expression. So vice versa. They may be giving, we know that three types of expressions are there: postfix, infix, prefix. So any one they may be asking. So you can able to convert into the other. So where, as we know that, and in that itself, another question it may be like in order to convert the any arithmetic expressions, which data structures are going to be used? Which of the following data structures are going to be used? Yes. Super. Stack data structure. Stack data structures are going to be used in order to convert infix to postfix or postfix to infix conversions usually, right? So, one way they can able to ask which data structure is being used. The other way they can ask, they can give the expression. They will be giving the expression, and what is the output of that if it is an infix expression. They may be giving the prefix and expecting to get the infix, something like that. Okay.
So, excuse me, yes. That in this process, postfix, prefix, infix, MCQ can be there. That MCQ question we already encountered. But if you want student to write down how it is converted through stacks, then it has to give the word of 5 marks, of course.
Yes. See, that one I've been explained in the class as well as in the recorded video. I think I've been done. So I've been written the stack and how you'll be storing the variables, where you'll be storing the operators. So all those things.
It is we know. But as because it is time consuming, it has to have that more weight for it.
Yes, correct. Understood. So based on the length of the expression, for example, if I'm giving A plus B into C, so I think not required so much time. That is, it depends on the length of the expression, how much time to be given, whether it is sufficient for 5 marks. So at that time we may be asking, explain what infix postfix expression and convert into infix to postfix, and with consider the expression so and so like that will be giving, and you will be converting. For that it is 5 marks.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. That is why it depends on the how much time we know that, right? So how much time it may be taking on average. So based on that the questions will be. Is there no medium for practicing MCQ? Already you have been practiced, Ajit Kumar. So based on the CA1, CA2, CA3, and then again mock test where they'll be conducting later. So based on that, definitely you'll be getting a clear idea, Ajit Kumar. Okay, and the other question maybe, which of the following is not a stack operation? Stack operation. Dot question is convert, Fatima. Convert the given infix to prefix expression. Yes, you can. So convert infix to prefix. So where the expression will be given infix and convert into prefix. So in order to convert into prefix, use the stack, send one after the other. Then you need to get the output of that. So prefix expression directly we have not been solved. So in the sessions, what we have done, we have been converted into postfix, and reverse of that we made so that we got the prefix expression. Just recall that what we have been done through, right? Right. So this is a question. Which of the following is not a stack operation? Pop, jump, peek, push is not a stack operation.
Jump.
Yes.
Jump.
Yes.
Jump.
Yeah, correct.
Jump.
Because peak is also, what is the use of peak?
First top element.
First topmost element where you'll be getting peak. Topmost element where you'll be getting, so that you can use the peak method. Peak function usually you'll be using. Correct. Jump is an answer for that, which is not. Okay. And sometimes where some statement wise they'll be given, consider a statement, some XYZ is being pushed into the stack. So one after the other, XYZ. So if it is already full, so what type of message you will be getting? Well, that is one case. The other case, already you have been deleted all the elements from the stack. Still again, if you're trying to delete, what type of message you'll be getting? Okay? Some statements they'll be giving. For example, stack size is 5. Right? And you are trying to insert 6 element. After entering the fifth element, you will be trying to insert the 6th. Whether it is going to be inserted into the stack. So what is the message that you'll be getting?
Workload.
Stack overflow. Yes, stack overflow. So like statements they'll be giving. Similarly, have been deleted 5 elements are there. All the 5 elements have been deleted, and you are trying to delete another element. It is what you'll be getting message. What it should display the message. If you're trying to delete more than that, its capacity stack underflow. So the statements will be given and that. Yes, super. That is one way. The other way, where they may be giving the sequence of numbers, push elements 3 to 4 times they'll be pushing. 5th time they'll be popping out. Then 6th time again they'll be pushing the elements. Right? So like that push and pop combinations where they'll be giving. Finally, which is the element at the topmost element? Something like that they may be asking. Right? So the stack size may be whatever the size. It may be maximum, assume that it is maximum size. Okay. So first 2 times a push method have been done. Then again pop. Then push using push you will be inserting the elements. 5 elements have been inserted one after the other. Then again you will be popping out. So pushing pop, push and pop operations will be performed and identify the topmost element. First element, or which is the first element that you have been inserted. So like that combinations they may be asking. Okay. And which are the following function? Which are the following functions comes under these loops are going to be identified. These loops, that is, the loops are while, do while, and for. Under which of the following functions these loops, that is, while, do while, and for are identified. Strings, iterative, dynamic, recursive. Yes, it is. Yeah, Vikas, you can raise. You have been raised your hand. You can ask the question. Unmute yourself and you can ask. Vikas. Yeah, nothing. Okay, no problem. Yes. Okay, Vikas, no problem. Yes, most of them have been said. It is an iterative or iterative, and dynamic. It is not a dynamic. Whether we have anything like dynamic function? No. Iterative functions and recursive functions. It is an iterative. Okay. And yeah, if anybody wants to speak, you can speak, no problem. No need of raising your hand. Okay. Yes. Then, when you're going for in the linker list concepts, something when you see which type of linker list does the tail points to the head of the list? Which type of linker list does the tail points to the head of the list? The options, of course, many of them have been sent some of the answers, but still I'll be giving the options for that. One, it is header linker list, single linker list, double linker list, circular linker list. Then now you confirm it again. Header linker list, single linker list, double linker list, circular linker list. It is.
Please repeat the question.
Yes.
Which type of
linker list does the tail points to the head of the list? Which type of linker list?
Circular.
Yes, correct. It is a circular linker list. Circular linker list. So before pointing to the circular linker list, you should know that. So the meanings of what is that header linker list, single linker list, double linker list. So double linker list or double linker list, we can call double linker list or double linker list. Single linker list or single linker list, we can say. Okay. So it is not wrong word, something like that. We can call that one as a single linker list or singly linker list, both ways, right? And make sure learn the all three notations, terminologies. I think, yeah, three terminologies. Right? Three terminologies. So what do you mean by node? What do you mean by sibling? What do you mean by height of the tree? What do you mean by a leaf node? What is the degree of the node? So a number of terminologies are there. From that, you can see that the they may ask what is the height of a node of a tree. So they may be giving different definitions, which is going to be suitable to that, right? So in such a way, you can compare the definitions. Once you are perfect with the definitions, definitely you can. Right. The other example I can say, which of the following is true in red black tree? Red black tree. So here again they'll be giving the options. So in order to know that red black tree is which is right or which is wrong, you should know the concept of red black tree, how it works, and see that the properties are there. Learn that properties. Once you know the properties of that, definitely from that, what are the questions you may be getting, all the questions you can able to answer. For example, a red node can have only a red child and the leaf nodes are always red. Whether it is a property of that? No. False. Correct. The other option, a red node can have only a red child. A red node can have only a red child. It is
No.
It is no. Correct. And the other one, a black node can have its children belongs to either red or black color.
True.
Black node can have its children belongs to either red or black color. True or false? The other option, let me say another, then you can decide. A red node can have only a red child, and a black node can have its children belongs to either red or black color. Little confusion there.
Third option is
Third option.
true. Third option is true.
Yes. Third option is true. A black node can have its children belongs to either red or black. Either red or black. So only the root node, if you are observing, the root node will be always black. It can be under that, it can have red or black. Right?
Yes.
Only see, that is what. If you are learning the properties of that, definitely you can able to write very easily. Right? And you have sometimes you may be having time complexity related questions. How much time? So these things you can find in the SLM. So what is the time complexity? Worst time complexity. Just for searching an element, inserting an element. Those things definitely you can find in the SLM. Those things and all. So go through those things. For example, in the linear search, if I want to find an element, what is the best case? How much time it is going to be taken? Best case I'm asking, not worst case. Best case. One. One. Is it? One? Others? One. O of one. Yeah.
Big O of 1.
Yes. O race. Yes. Big O of n. Big O of 1. Isn't it? Best case. Which means you are trying to search in an element and immediately you found the element of it. Within one comparison, you found the element. Then it is the other value for me. Yes, something. And what is the worst case of linear search time complexity? Big O of n. Big O of n. Others, will you agree with that? It is big O of n or log n. So the options big O of n, let it be big O of 1, big O of log n, big O of n log n. It will be easy only. It will be exam will be easy only. You have been gone through, knows, you have been attended, definitely it will be easy. If you are not attended, if you are not studying, definitely it will be difficult for you. Doesn't it? It will be easy and nothing to worry. You have been attended my sessions almost. I can assure that you can. With that knowledge itself, you can write the exam and you can clear very good score also. Okay. And the other ways they may ask something like, what is the alternate name for so and so? The other name of that. For example, if you're taking, what is the alternate name for the segment trees? Options are static tree, splay tree, super tree, tri tree. Alternate name. Identify the alternate name for segment trees. Static tree, splay tree, super tree, tri tree. 4 options.
Static tree.
Static tree. Others? Is it right? The alternate name, the other name of that. it is a static tree, statistic tree, right? And that is one. Once if you're taking like hash unit, hashing techniques unit, know the definitions of what is division method, what is mid square method, what is folding method, what is linear probing. So the definitions you try to learn. So once you know their definitions, they may give the statement which is suitable to that, which suits the best for this. So that once you know the definition, so which suits the best, easily you can able to find out. So that is another way of getting the questions. And the other one, I can say, they may be giving some part of the code. Some part of the code. It is not restricted to the C++ or Java or Python or something like that. Some part, some code they'll be giving. Identify which type of function it is. Because in the recursion, especially in the recursion techniques, you have different types of recursions. Correct? No? Different types of recursions are there. So at that time, they may be giving one of the recursion type of function, not entire program, a part of the program where they'll be giving. So this suits to which type of function, which type of recursive function. So once you know that, for example, head recursion, assume that. Head recursion. So a function name, a function, first line of the function will be the where you are going to be getting called. Correct? No. So it is going. So after the actual function, then only the other part of the code is going to be start. Which means first function itself is a first statement itself is a function. Then it is a head function. That part of code belongs to the head recursive technique. Similarly, you will be having all the statements. At the last statement, you find the function recursive. You will become so tail recursion. So like that, they may be giving the part of code, identify which type of recursion technique it is. Right? And the other way, identify the result in the in-order traversal for the following binary tree, for the following binary search tree. Identify the result of in-order traversals. So three traversal techniques are there: in-order, pre-order, post-order, right? So the in-order three traversals. So which is going to be traversed first? How it is going to be traversed first? So where they'll be giving one tree, In that tree, you need to write the list of elements which is going to be processed first, which is going to be processed next. That sequence you need to write. So already they'll be giving the 4 different sequences in that, which is the best one it is going. Right? That is another. Another type where they may ask, in ideal condition, in ideal tree, how to meet the balance factor? How to meet the balance factor? How to meet the balance factor? In ideal tree, how to meet the balance factor? A little bit more clear, I can say. In ideal trees, what conditions must be the balance factor meet? Hmm?
0 less than equal to 1, minus 1 to 1.
Yes, correct. So minus 1 to 1. Yes. So they'll be giving the different combinations, something like minus 1, 0, 1, minus 2, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 2, like combinations where they'll be giving, like minus 1, 0, 0, so that combinations they may give. So in that combinations, which is the balance factor? Or that is one case. The other case, how to find the balance factor? How to find? So this is a condition, right? How to find height of the left subtree minus height of the right subtree must be minus 1, 0 or 1. So height of the left subtree minus height of the left tree. Height of the right subtree minus height of the left subtree. The combinations they may give different sequences. So that you need to find. That is another way of this. And identify the data structures used for implementing heap. Identify the data structure used for implementing heap. Options: arrays, queues, priority queues, circular queues. Arrays, queues, priority queues, circular queue. Question again, I'm repeating. Identify the data structure used for implementing heap. Array. Arrays. Array or implementing binary heap. The other way we can say implementing binary heap. Identify the data structures used for implementing heap, or we can say implementing binary heap. The options are arrays, queues, priority queues, circular queue. If one is saying
binary, it's priority queues.
One if it is saying arrays, all of them are saying like that, or how it is?
So priority queue.
Priority queue. These things already we have been discussed. Priority queue with example we have been seen in the PPT, it is there. And your people are answering it is an array. Many of them. It is a priority queue. In that priority queue also, where you are having ascending and descending orders. How you are going to be identifying the priority. So in the PPT example, I have been given the you can recall where ASCII values, based on the ASCII value ABC something it is being entered. Then based on the ASCII value, it is going to be getting processed first. How it is going to process the elements in the queue. So those things can be this binary tree can be implemented using the binary heap can be implemented using the priority queue, not the arrays. Okay. And which form of data structure uses DFS, or which of the following data structures are used in DFS? Different ways. Okay. Which form of data structure uses DFS uses? Or we can say which data structures is being used in while implementing DFS? Sure?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Non-linear, Namrata, stack. So the options, let me give the options. Trace, stack, queue, list. Trace, stack, queues, and lists.
Stack, sir.
Stack them, yeah.
Stack.
Yes. Yes. Graphs. It is a stack. If the same question, instead of DFS, if it is BFS, breadth first search, which data structures is being used?
It's queue, sir.
Queue. Yes. These questions almost in all the everywhere when you get this type of unit, definitely these questions will be there. Not only in everywhere you can find BFS and BFS, why it is used, where it is used, which data structures have been used, definitely it will be there. And the other one, social media analytical application uses which type of data structure? Stacks. Super. It is stack, queues, circular queue, graphs. social media analytical applications uses which type of data structure? Stack, queue, circular queue, and graphs. Yes, it is a graph. It is a graph. Graph data structure. And in our example, I think I've been given Facebook, the nodes which has been connected from one to another like that. Right? The other one, it is from the graph, you can see, as just now I said, know the definitions, learn the definitions. See the question, which of the following definition best suits the directed acyclic graph? Which of the following definition best suits the directed acyclic graph? So where you'll be having the options. In that one option will be the exact definition for that. The other options will be little bit changes, not much more changes. Small changes will be there. Then you need to identify which is that. Okay. Finite undirected graph with no directed cycle. Undirected graph where two vertices are connected by exactly one edge. Directed graph where two vertices are connected by exactly one edge. So previously it is undirected. Here it is directed. First one it is finite undirected. And the last option, finite directed graph with no directed cycle.
A directed graph with no directed cycle.
Directed graph with no directed cycle. Finite directed graph with no directed cycle. Is it?
The last option.
Last option. Yes. The last. Is it heavy? Yes. It is an last option. Finite directed graph with no directed cycle. So that is what I said. So learn the definitions, definitely you can. Then which, if you're taking hash related, then again, as I said, the units, learn the definitions I said. So division method, mixed square method, folding method, all those things and all, different methods, right? So they may be asking which are the hashing method which allows the key partitions into number of parts. There is K1, K2, K3, and they'll be combining together, and they'll be getting the address will be generated, right? So which is a method where you'll be using for such type? That is division method, mixed square method, folding method, and accountable method, which is a folding method. Which are the following? Hash method allows the key K, it is going to partition into number of parts K1, K2, K3, so on, Kn. Each part, except possibly the last, has the same number of digits as required address. Is something that 4 methods you are having, different methods: division, mixed square, foldable, accountable method, the options. So like that, where what Rajni, something you are asking? We are believing you that you people will not copy. You people are very sincere, right? You people are very sincere. So we think that you won't do such type of things, Rajni. We'll believe. So once we are believing you people, so you should not do such type of things. Okay. Fifth, practice multiple questions is challenge will come. Achit, may or may not be.